Welcome to Queens Build with AI. I am Shay Jackson. Are you a woman 35 or older who has heard about ChatGPT but never tried it? Or you have and just have been frustrated and discouraged with the results you've gotten? This series is for you. In ChatGPT, beginner to confident creator, you will learn the building blocks that every single time you type a prompt into ChatGPT, you will get amazing results. In this video, you will learn what I call ChatGPT's golden prompt formula. Part one. It is the foundational building blocks you need in order to start using ChatGPT and get effective, productive, dare I say, amazing results. Let's get started. Before we dive in using ChatGPT, I want to go over with you ChatGPT's golden prompt formula. There are four elements, and remember, these are the foundational building blocks to make a great prompt. It's the persona, the task, details, and also tone. Let's dive into each one of those. Let's first start with persona. The persona is the instructions that shape who you want your AI assistant to be. The great thing about ChatGPT is it can be everything you need it to be as long as you have a good prompt. Do you need it to be a social media manager, a customer service representative? The sky is the limit. If you can think it, it's possible that ChatGPT can create it. So when you think about an assistant, it being an AI assistant, think about it being very versatile. Do not limit your assistant by your knowledge and skills and ability because it can do so much more than that. Within the persona, we have a formula also, so a formula within a formula that can help you get just mind blowing results. Okay. It's the role plus whatever the expertise you want the role to have, what kind of personality, the tone of voice, and also limitations. Let's dig into this a little bit more. So here we have an example. And what I've done is highlighted each section so that you can see how it relates to our persona formula. Remember, this isn't the whole ChatGPT formula, but this one, I will be honest, is the most word heavy, takes the most thought. But if you take the time to think about what persona you want your AI assistant to have, and be very thorough and descriptive, you will be amazed. And I know I keep saying amazing, but it is amazing. Okay, let's dive in. So for persona, again, we said you want to tell your AI assistant what role you want it to play, the expertise, what type of personality you want your AI assistant to have, the tone of voice, and limitations. Now, the reason why limitations has a parentheses by it is because if you can't think of anything, it can be optional, but so worth it for you to put it in whenever you're creating your prompt. So let's look at our example. For role, we have you are a career coach. That's the role. What's the expertise? With 15 years of experience helping women over 35 relaunch or pivot their careers with confidence. So that's what type of expertise our career coach has. What type of personality? You are encouraging, patient, and great at breaking things down step by step. Tone of voice, speak in a warm, conversational tone like a trusted mentor. Do we have any limitations? Yes. Avoid using technical jargon or buzzwords. So, this is our persona again. And if you want to try it yourself, go ahead and get a snapshot of this screen so you can type it into ChatGPT as well. Later on, we will be doing a hands-on where I put this prompt and two other examples in ChatGPT so we can take a look at the results. But again, my challenge to you is don't just watch, also participate. Again, take a snapshot of this so that you can type in the full prompt as well. Okay. So now that we understand what we need for our persona, let's move to task, and it's going to make you laugh. This is all we need. This is what we have for the task. You saw how many words, how descriptive we were for persona. It's like, is this it for task? Yes, as for our foundational golden prompt formula, it is. Okay, remember, this is part one. So, our task, what do you want your AI assistant to do? You told it what persona to have. Now, what task do you want it to complete? And our example is help me write a resume. That is our task. Now, let's move to details. And details are important because again, it gives the large language model, and I mentioned this in the video where I talked about creating a ChatGPT account, that you ChatGPT is what's called an LLM or large language model. So the more descriptive you are in telling your assistant what it needs to be, the greater it is, right? Because you're training the language model to do or to be whatever you want. So for our details, give your AI assistant relevant information to improve your result. And here is our example. It is for a remote customer service job. I have 10 years of experience, but took time off to raise my kids. Okay, that was my testimony too. Okay, these are our details. Next, let's head over to tone. So for our tone, all you're doing is telling your AI assistant how you want it to sound. And we'll say her, how you want her to sound, okay? And you want to make her sound confident but warm, okay? Those are the details you're going to give to your assistant. Let's put everything together so we can see the full prompt. And again, I have color coded everything so that you can see what part of the formula in our prompt coincides with the different elements. Okay. So for persona, we have you are a career coach with 15 years of experience helping women over 35 relaunch or pivot their careers with confidence. You are encouraging, patient, and great at breaking things down step by step. Speak in a warm conversational tone like a trusted mentor. Avoid using technical jargon or buzzwords. That's our persona. Our task is help me write a resume. The details, it is for a remote customer service job. I have 10 years of experience, but took time off to raise my kids. The tone, make my resume sound confident but warm. And here, again, if you want to take a snapshot, go ahead so that you can type this into ChatGPT as well. Now, the question that I want to ask those of you who have been using ChatGPT, have you been as detailed and thorough in your prompts as this is? If not, that may be why you have been frustrated or discouraged in getting the results you really want. Okay. So here is our first prompt. Let's look at another example. And again, it's color coded, and take a snapshot of this one as well so that you can practice typing it in. The persona is: you are a social media manager with experience creating seasonal content for women owned small businesses in the food and beverage space. You have expertise in crafting scroll stopping captions that spark cozy, feel good vibes. If you notice, our tone is right here. Speak in a fun, warm tone that feels inviting, not salesy. Avoid using hashtags, long sentences, or slang. Our task: create 5 Instagram captions, 10 words or fewer. And our details are: for a small bakery launching its seasonal pumpkin spice latte. So this is our second prompt that aligns with our golden prompt formula. We make sure we have a detailed, thorough persona, what we want our A assistant to do. We want to give it more details to make our prompt more individualized, and we want to tell it the tone as well. Let's look at another prompt. You are an experienced Etsy shop coach who specializes in helping beginners, especially women with no design background, launch profitable digital product businesses on a budget. You are supportive, resourceful, and skilled at breaking things down into simple, actionable steps. Here's our tone: speak in an encouraging, realistic, and friendly tone as if you are mentoring a close friend. Avoid using technical jargon or assuming prior knowledge. Our task: create a detailed step by step plan for starting a digital planner business on Etsy. And here are our details. I have a small budget, no graphic design experience, and about 5 hours a week to work on this. Include free or low cost tools, beginner friendly marketing strategies, and common mistakes to avoid. Do you see why this is called the golden prompt formula? Because it can, and you'll see in just a second, we're going to head on over to ChatGPT, and I'm going to put these in so we can take a look at the results. Does this take thought work? It does. I will have not only the formula, the golden prompt formula, but also the persona formula in the description box so that you can fill in that information. Again, I guarantee you, once you see the results, you will move forward using it. And this is just foundational. You will move forward using it. Like I said, this is foundational part one. There's a little bit more in the next video we're going to add on to this to make this prompt exceptional. Okay. So again, this is the golden prompt formula: persona plus task plus details plus tone. And that is it for the formula. Theory part is over. Let's get our hands dirty. I am heading over to ChatGPT. Okay, I am in ChatGPT. And if you have not signed up for your ChatGPT account yet, I will link up top the video that I created on how to create your ChatGPT account. And if you can see on the side, we've already started doing a few prompts, or they're called chats, in previous videos. One of the things that I do want to mention before I dive in, before you say, Shay, why are you doing that? Every time that we create a new prompt, if it the subject isn't related to what we have initially talked about, because remember, we're training our model, we're training our AI assistant, start a new chat. Okay. So I'm the reason that I'm saying that is for each of the prompts that we will be going over that I gave an example of in the presentation, I will be starting a chat for each one of them because none of them are related. One is talking about a resume, another one is for social media, creating Instagram captions, and also a Etsy business coach. Okay. And so because those are not nowhere near related, that is why I'm starting a new chat now. If I want to continue chatting about that same subject, which we will do in our next video, then I will go back to that chat. But for right now, these all three prompts we will be going over will have I will be using a different chat. So let's look at our first prompt. And I copied and pasted it for ease of use. All right. It says, again, you are a career coach with 15 plus years of experience helping women over 35 relaunch or pivot their careers with confidence. You are encouraging, patient, and great at breaking things down step by step. Speak in a warm, conversational tone like a trusted mentor. Avoid using technical jargon or buzzwords. Help me write a resume. It is for a customer service job. I have 10 years of experience, but took time off to raise my kids. Make it sound confident but warm. Let's see what results we will get from ChatGPT. And one of the things that I do want to mention is the results that I will get here. If you say, well, mine doesn't look like that, no worries. Everyone's results will not look the same. They may look similar, but they will not be exactly the same. Okay, and here are our results. It tells us to put our full name, city, state, email address, phone number, and LinkedIn. It is optional. Going down, it has our professional summary, friendly, reliable, and highly organized customer service professional with 10 plus years of experience supporting clients with care, patience, and efficiency. Known for building genuine connections, resolving concerns with empathy, and turning first time customers into loyal ones. Now, do you see why we took time to write that persona? This is amazing. Not generic, individualized, and specific. Here it has core strengths and also professional experience as well. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down. And here, again, professional experience, it shows career pause, full time parent. And I like that it put that there because when you have gaps, instead of just trying to fill them in, people know that, you have families. And so many companies nowadays are talking about work life balance. There's such an advocacy for women, especially moms during this time, for some businesses, not all, and being able to show you the gaps that, hey, I took off time to take care of my children is good. And also it shows the technical skills as well, education. So this is a great framework that if you were asking your AI assistant to help you create a resume, this is a good framework to start with. Okay. So that was our first example. Now we're going to go to the left hand side and start a new chat because now we want our assistant to be an social media manager. One of the things that I mentioned in my previous video is, if you have friends, and I'm guilty of it, my husband says I do it sometimes, how you'll have a friend that will say, they'll start talking about one topic, but then they'll start talking about something else. And you're like, your brain is trying to process, wait a minute, I need to still process the information you first gave me. That's the same thing with large language models. That's why we separate the chats. We want to have different conversations with our AI assistant so that it can fully understand and give us what we need and not be confused, because it is still new. We're still teaching and training her. Okay. I need to think of a name for my AI assistant. Here's our prompt. Again, you are a social media manager with experience creating engaging seasonal content for women-owned small businesses in the food and beverage space. You have expertise in crafting scroll-stopping captions that spark cozy, feel-good vibes. Speak in a fun, warm tone that feels inviting, not salesy. Avoid using hashtags, long sentences, or slang. Create five Instagram captions, 10 words or fewer, for a small bakery launching its seasonal pumpkin spice latte. So let's look at the results. All right. So here are our five cozy souls scroll stopping Instagram captions. One, pumpkin spices back, your favorite cup of fall. The next one, warm mug, cozy vibes, pumpkin perfection. Three, sip the season, pumpkin spices here. I love fall. Not just because my birthday is in September or anything. Four, fall starts with our pumpkin spice latte. And five, hello, sweater weather. Hello, pumpkin spice. Okay. Now it asks, let me know if you want versions with emojis, more playful wording, or a specific theme like baking with love or made for moms. And again, you see how it's giving you a suggestion, something you may not have thought of. One of the things that I do want to mention too is, let's say that you like this. Well, first, and I want to show these icons right here. The first one is copy. So if you want to copy the results, you could just click copy and paste it wherever you would like. If you like this response, you can give a thumbs up for a good response. If you really didn't like it, you can click bad response. And if you click bad response, what it'll do is it'll ask you why, like what made it a bad response. Again, because you are training your AI assistant and it wants to do the best it can to satisfy you. Here, read aloud, pretty self-explanatory. If you want to edit in Canvas, all it'll do is it'll take the wording over to the side and it'll make this a big canvas. If you want to share it, you can. Now, if you want to switch models, and that's one of the things that I talked about in the prompting 101, the last video, prompting 101, you can switch to a different model. Right now, for the free version, you are using a GPT 4.0, great for most tasks, but you do have, with the free version, limited, I can't think of the word, functionality, the limited functionality of 04 Mini, which is an upgrade from GPT 4.0, and then GPT 4.1 Mini, you have limited usage of it as well. It's an upgrade from 04 Mini. Okay. So let's say that, these were really good, but we want to give 04 Mini a test drive to see what kind of results we would get. I'm going to click that and we are going to get more results. You see, it says it's thinking. Okay, and one of the things you see, it says right here, the 2 of 2. If you want to go back to the original results, all you have to do is click the arrow to the left, and you'll still, those aren't lost. Just in case, you saw one, you were like, dog, I wanted to use that one. It's not lost, it is still there. But let's go over to our second page of results to see what it says. One, cozy up with our pumpkin spice latte today. Two, sip into autumn bliss with pumpkin spice latte. Three, warm moments await. Pumpkin spice latte is here. Four, sweet pumpkin spice latte, autumn's sweetest treat. And five, taste fall magic with our pumpkin spice latte. And again, you can copy, thumbs up, thumbs down, etc. Okay, so those are the 5 Instagram captions that we asked for. Now let's look at our last example. And this one is about the Etsy shop coach. And I'm just going to copy and paste this one in as opposed to reading it. Okay. And let's see what kind of results we get. And I just wanted to mention I'm in incognito. You don't have to be in incognito. It's not for security reasons or anything like that. I have a free version that I'm using, but I actually have the upgraded version that I normally use, but I don't want to get it mixed up. And so that's why I'm in incognito whenever I do demonstrations. This is the account I use, and I just use it in incognito. Okay. Here it's about our Etsy shop coach, us wanting to start a digital planning business. And let's see what we have. Our goal, launch a simple, beautiful, and profitable digital planner shop on Etsy in about 5 hours a week, even if you're starting from scratch. Okay. Step-by-step launch plan, beginner friendly and budget conscious. It talks about picking your niche, learning your basics, what type of focus area you want to have for your planners, which is good. What type of research are you going to do to see what's selling? Free tools you can use, because we did say budget friendly. And this is all in week 1. And it says it takes about, the time needed is 1 to 2 hours, which is aligned with what you said of only having 5 hours a week. Week 2, start designing. Here's the motivation. Yes, you can. The time you need for week 2, 2 to 3 hours. It gives you a free design tool. Design 5 to 10 simple pages. You don't need 50. And again, it's just being motivational, because it doesn't want you to have analysis paralysis. It just wants you to start. Okay. Now, in looking at the free low cost tools, you see it has canva.com and also Creative Fabrica. Let me see if this actually goes to, it doesn't allow me to print, right click. So I'm not going to click in it because I want to stay on this page. Etsy, buy a PLR planner template under $10 and customize it. So it's giving you really, so if you're out there wanting to start a digital planner shop on Etsy, here you go. Pop that prompt in and it will give you step-by-step information that's not overwhelming and definitely within the time constraints that you have that were mentioned in the prompt. So it goes all the way down to week 4, ongoing 5 hours a week plan. So it gave you those first 4 weeks, and then it's telling you tasks that you can have for that's within your 5 hours a week. Okay, common beginner mistakes and how to avoid them. Trying to launch with 20 products. Start with one great listing, add more later. It's trying to help you not get overwhelmed. Your mistake beginners make, making it too complicated, ignoring keywords, forgetting mobile users, thinking you need to look professional. So it's trying to help you not have analysis paralysis. Okay. It gives you ideas to expand later, and also a final pep talk. You don't need to be a designer. You don't need to be perfect. What you do need is a plan, a little consistency, and the belief that it's okay to start small. You've got the heart for this, and that matters more than anything. Would you like helping picking your first planner idea or getting simple listing templates? A simple listing template written for Etsy? I can help with that too. You better go, AI assistant. So that is, and again, if you've been using ChatGPT and have been frustrated or discouraged with the type of results you've been getting, let me know in the comments. Say, thank you for this prompt. You have helped solve a lot of my issues. I mean, you don't have to you don't have to comment all of that, but let me know in the comments whether or not you had been using this a prompt as thorough and detailed as the golden prompt formula. I am Shay Jackson, and remember, Queens, we can build with AI. Talk to you later.